Okay, let's cover the FATTools breakout and breakdown video here. It's an indicator, and the purpose of it is to display a quarterly breakout of the symbols that have the same symbol look for input filled out in MetaTrader. So best way to do this is just to explain it to you in a video. What we're going to do is we're going to remove all the symbols that are on here. We're going to go to Insert Indicators, and we're going to go to Custom Indicators Pivot. Okay, pivot's just displaying support and resistance, and this works to the number of bars back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the screen to maximize right here, and then we'll pull it up, and we're just going to highlight it and go edit. Okay, and this will force it to redraw to the amount of data that's on the screen. This is where the computer thinks that there's possible support and resistance points. Now what we're going to do, this is a 3-bar support and resistance point if I remember right. We're now going to take and we're going to go to Insert, and we're going to come in here and go to Indicators, Custom Indicators, and we're going to go to Breakout and Breakdown. Now the first one is USD. This will scan just the USD pairs. Now before we do this, before I import it, I would like to make sure that all the USD pairs are open on the 5-minute chart. Euro, USD, USD Canadian, GBP USD, USD Swiss franc, USD 5-minute, USD JPY, and NZD and GBP. Now, these are all contained in here under a profile, and if you go to like Euro News, it'll pop them up and give them to you. All right, so you could bring that up. I'm going to remove this chart actually, and so I have all these up, and they all need to be 5-minute charts. So I'm just thumbing through to see if they all see M5. Now I'm going to go to Indicator, and this pivot one, it'll redraw it by just scrunching it to the amount of bars on the chart. But what I did was just refresh it. Now I'm going to come in here to Euro USD. I'm going to right click, and if I want these indicators on, I just edit, just close it, and it'll redraw it. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to go to Custom Indicators, and I'm going to go to Bull Bear or Breakout. And 5 means a 5-minute chart. If I'm on a 15-minute chart, an alarm will go off, go beep, 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 beep. It'll say alert, you're on the wrong time frame. This training mode will launch this video, and this is the maximum number of bars back. Don't go under 50, and I wouldn't go over 10,000 because it's a factor of speed. This indicator needs speed. Now, what we do is we pop this up, and we're going to go into here. We right-click, we go to Levels, we go to Add 0, Add 3, and add -3. Okay, now one of the things that I'm going to look at right here, this is going to grab this. Let's go to Indicator. I made that a little too thick. I'm going to go in and just edit it because that thick bar didn't look so good on there. Okay, not add, we'll just click OK. There's 2 zeros in there, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to scrunch it up a little bit, and I want to see when it gets beyond 3. Okay, I'm just pulling this out. That's where it's touching 3, and we really want to see when the indicator goes beyond 3. Now, what you do, I'm going to go down here to Control N or Control T, excuse me, and this will show you if it has data on it. It says it's initialized. It'll give you an error. It'll say down in that error, you don't have enough data, that all the quotes haven't been coming in on this. And you want to look at it, and you want to see basically if you're getting all the data that's available. So if we look at this right here and we grab this is a sideways bar. We broke out right here. Now look at the negative number right here. That's a -2. What this is saying is that we broke support, okay? On the dollar, well, let's rephrase. We're breaking above resistance on the euro, and the dollar is the opposite one. So it's Euro USD. See where that says Euro USD? If USD was first, it would show the opposite. So let's go up here and grab USD Canadian, and let's go in here and go to Insert Indicators. Let's go to Custom Indicators, and let's grab this where it says Breakout and Down. Okay, now let's add those. We're going to go to 3, add 0, and we're going to add a -3. And I don't think we got a -3 on the other one. We'll go look at it. All right. So when we pull this up and we look at this and we say, okay, watch, the Canadian dollar broke up. Right here, it's showing some breakups. And if you want the pivots to come on, just go like that and it'll redraw them. Okay. Now look, this is saying we broke up right here at this very minute, and see that spike right there? That gives you a value of 1 when it breaks up. If these are really, really close together, multiple issues are breaking out at the same time. Okay. Multiple ones would be breaking out at the same time. Now, if this is coming down like this, and this is heading down, you can look at, now it's different for each dealing desk that you pop up according to their liquidity providers. Different levels or different breakouts may come in depending on how they sync their data at different times. So let me give you a good example of that. I'm going to bring up one right down here, and I'm going to go to IBFX right here, and I'm going to launch it. Okay. And depending on which data provider you use, you may have to analyze this at first yourself. Now we're going to take off this pattern scanner. We don't want it on here. We're going to open all these. I'm just going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Profiles, US News. So this is opening all the 5-minute stocks except for the NZD JPY or NZD USD. So let's go find the New Zealand dollar USD. We're just going to open that chart. We're going to open it on a 5-minute chart. Now all these are open. All right. Now we want to look at the same chart we were looking at, the Euro USD. This is a news indicator that we don't need right now. It tells you when news comes out. We'll cover that in a different class. We're going to come into here. We're going to go to indicator. We'll go into custom indicators, and we're going to go breakout and down. And this is just going to look at the same settings, same exact settings. But we're going to come here, and I'm going to go to levels. I'm going to add 3, add 0, add -3. Okay, add -3. Now, as this comes up, look, if I come back down here, see where that said four of them broke out on the same bar? This is the breakout. The rise up was 20 pips. Okay, that's a breakout on that same bar. Let's double check it. Here's the bar it broke out at. Here's the breakout point. It rose 20 pips. All right, that gave us a rise of 20 pips. Now, this is saying a bunch of them broke down on Sunday. Okay, and right now where it broke, it was a gap. So on Sunday we can't see if that benefited us. But let's pick this exact timestamp. What I'd like to do is just throw this in and see how close it is. That's a black line. We're going to change it. Edit this vertical line. Let's move it over to 10 minutes. Let's go over to 45. And let's change the color of it from black, because we're on a black screen, to yellow. Okay. Now, this right in here, this is where it broke out. It's actually moved over one too many. We're going to go to edit. I want it right on the breakout point so I can have this. So it's 40. Okay. Now, if I come in here and I click OK, even within different dealing desks, if you grab this, and I say, okay, let's find this exact same time on the Euro. Okay, nope, we're on the Canadian. Let's switch it over to the Euro to make it all fair. We're going to grab this exact same time, and we're going to go to edit and look at this. Okay, now that one didn't get 3 breakouts. It didn't get 3. Okay, or it didn't get 4. The value of it's 3. There was 3 breakouts on it. This has to do with different dealing desks or different time frames. So what's the object, and what's the correct answer for this? Well, if you take this and you look at it right now using IBFX, this is IBFX US, it looks really good above 4 or greater breakouts. We're getting nice big moves. Okay, so if we come back here and we look at this and we say, all right, here's a 4 breakout or down. To go backwards, I have to unclick these 2. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to look at this, and I'm just looking for it. There's one right there. Okay, I'm going to try to get this right on the right bar. Oh, I'm off by about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go to indicator list, or not indicator, sorry, object list. Oh, I did it again. Object list. We're going to go down to the edit, and we're going to move this over to about 30. So we got to go over amount 30. Let's go to 40. There, we're right on it. That's where that broke down. Okay, now this is a breakdown on the US dollar. The dollar's breaking down, but the euro's going up. So let's go fix that black line. I keep hooking that other thing. Let's go to edit. Let's make this white or a different color. It doesn't matter. Okay, so this broke up. Well, if we look at this, this is 36 pips. That's about the best we can get. I haven't analyzed all the threes on it, but if what we're saying right now is that the US dollar broke down, if the US dollar broke down, the euro dollar strengthened up. Okay, that's what this is displaying on the bottom. And this gives us a good indication of a correlative breakout. Okay, a correlative breakout. Now, Sunday nights, it doesn't help us. All right, let's pop back into our PowerPoint right here. And just remember, we were working on a correlative breakout. So the inputs, it's going to look for Euro USD or USD, whatever's in it. Time break is a time frame, and it will pop up if you're on the wrong time frame. If you're on a 15-minute chart, your chart and the indicator are out of sync. Bars back is the maximum number of bars you'll allow the indicator to go back. Green's the indication of that, of the indicator. Now, this creates a powerful edge for traders to enter off breakouts on multiple symbols. That's the goal of it. All right, I'll catch you on the next one.